because what you do is you bring in all these new warm bodies, and they have to buy groceries, they have to pay rent somewhere, they have to buy a house, they have to buy food, they have to pay utilities, they pay cell phone plans, and all of that, and that artificially will pump up some numbers. But at the same time, if the government is funding a large portion of that, or you're pushing Canadians out of the job market, you're creating problems that are going to cause you economic pain down the road. For example, our housing prices, the problems with the scarcity of public resources regarding healthcare and other social
And
programs and
education.
schooling. How there's no room for any of the kids in schools anymore. Like it's not well thought out. It's a very short-term way of thinking at it. We plug more people in, we boost our GDP numbers up a little bit because we bring these people in, we give them some cash, and then they have to spend all that money in our economy, so it bumps up our retail numbers a little bit, and that makes things look good short term. But over the long term, we've created a youth unemployment crisis.
Yep.
Our government's more indebted than it ever has been, and ultimately, we now have a housing crisis as well. So I think that's what happened. It was like the ultimate kind of short-term gain, long-term problem. And I honestly think Trudeau basically expected that he was going to be gone, and he was basically going to be leaving the bag with Pierre, and let the conservatives sort out all the problems and mistakes I made.
It just feels like in the last 10 years, maybe the last five more in particular, I've seen waves of new people come in here who have gotten subsidies, who've gotten so much support,
Right.
and I don't feel like this is the Canada that I was coming into. That was surprising to me. It
Mm.
was surprising to me in that it was newer Canadians, not the newest ones, but it was the
Mm-hmm.
newer ones, maybe for lack of a better word, a cycle before that, who are seeing like the biggest problems with immigration. That was
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect that at the end
Yeah,
of the day.
because everything wasn't handed to them, and the vetting process was far more stringent, right? Like they had to jump through hoops. They had to prove education, that they could actually contribute to society, a clean criminal record. Now, I mean, most of the records that we even get from some of these countries, they're fraudulent to begin with. They're not even giving you the full picture. So yeah, it's not fair.